Today, we're going to talk about something quiet and often overlooked that can affect pretty much anyone who uses the internet. Now, the goal here is simple. It's just to help you stay aware, stay calm, and ultimately stay safe online.
We're all pretty careful, right? We have antivirus software, we know not to click on sketchy links from people we don't know. But what if I told you there's a blind spot for a lot of us, and it lives right inside the web browser we use every single day? I'm talking about browser extensions. These are those little tools that promise to make our lives easier. A button that finds the best discount, a tool that turns a web page into a PDF. They're super convenient, and we often install them without really thinking twice. They just feel like a normal part of browsing the web. Well, that convenience can sometimes come with a hidden cost. The very tools that are designed to help us can actually be used to cause harm, and they do it silently right where we least expect it. So let's take a look at how that actually happens. Let's break this down into 3 simple parts. This isn't some complex movie-style hack. It's actually a quiet little trick that works because it preys on our trust. Okay, so first, you install an extension that seems perfectly normal, totally useful. But during that installation, it asks for permissions. And this is the part we all tend to skip, right? We just click accept without really reading, and that's the crucial moment. Because once it has that access, it can start quietly collecting your information in the background without you ever knowing it's happening. This right here is an actual permission request you might see. Let that sink in. Read and change all your data on websites you visit. Now, that sounds pretty alarming when you say it out loud, but when it's buried in a quick installation pop-up, it is so easy to miss. And that one permission, that can give an extension enormous power over your entire digital life. So what's really at stake here? Well, when you grant those kinds of broad permissions, you might be giving away everything you do in your browser. We're talking passwords, credit card numbers, even private messages. And on top of that, the extension can start acting like a bad gatekeeper, showing you fake ads or even sending you to dangerous websites without your consent. And just to be clear, this is not a small problem. In a real case from 2023, some extensions that seemed to do simple things like skipping YouTube ads were actually caught collecting user data. Before they were found and removed, they had been installed by over 1 million people. Okay, so knowing all this, how do we protect ourselves? The good news is a few simple habits can make a huge difference. Let's just walk through a little protection plan. Before you ever click add, just pause. Ask yourself a few questions. Is this developer someone who is well known and has a good reputation? What are the recent reviews saying? And probably most important, what permissions is it asking for? Think about it. Does a simple screenshot tool really need to read all the data on every single website you visit? You have to stay alert. So here's the most important step. The best defense is just good digital hygiene. Think of it like cleaning out a closet. Every once in a while, you should go through your browser extensions and just remove anything you don't recognize or don't use anymore. It's a really simple but powerful habit. And checking is incredibly easy. For example, if you're a Google Chrome user, you can just type this address directly into your browser, and it'll show you a full list of everything that's installed. Every browser has a similar page in its settings. Take a minute and just go look. You might actually be surprised by what you find in there. This applies to so much of our life online, and it's absolutely the key takeaway here. Before installing, before you click accept, just always stop, think, and verify. The whole point of this isn't to make you afraid of these helpful tools. It's just about understanding how they work so that we can use them safely and with confidence. This final thought from the source material really sums it up perfectly. That promise of an easy feature should be our signal to just slow down and pay a little closer attention. The goal isn't to fear technology, but to stay informed and cautious. Awareness is protection. If you stay alert, you stay safe. Thank you for watching. Stay safe, stay aware, and maybe share this information with your family.